Hey YouTubers, it's me living out loud. So I would really like to say that this is my first video, but I would be fibbing, and a few of you might know that. I attempted to do a video response to Jenn TheTaxidermyWitch's challenge, Show Your Belly Like Botticelli. And let's just say my excitement to do the challenge and my thoughts that were running around in my brain about how incredible this is, that, you know, she's issuing this out, and let me help lift her up and, you know, show her I'm excited about this, you know. And I royally effed it up. Oh my gosh. I like went in my own little tangent. I dug in a trunk I have that I keep like my special mementos in, and I pulled out a belly dancing costume, you know, that I actually had purchased over in Iraq almost a decade ago, you know, from a local merchant. And when I thought about the challenge, I was like, oh, it'd be perfect, right? Because it shows your belly, right? And I equate the fact that when belly dancing is going on, it is, you know, women lifting up another woman. So that's what I was attempting to do. But when I did, I kind of went in my own little tangent about belly dancing and yada, yada, yada. And I took away from her challenge altogether, and I apologize for that, John. But it was my first video, so you have to forgive me. It was my first challenge, my first everything. Like, I'm so stone age over here, it ain't even funny. In fact, that might have been why I messed it up. But anyways, so this is my redo, retry, we'll call it YouTube video 1.5 or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna quit rambling on and actually do the challenge that was set forth by Jenn TheTaxidermyWitch. And so here's my Show Your Belly Like Botticelli. Alright, we'll try to get some focus going on in here. Alright, so I am a mother to 3 children, okay? 19, almost 16, and almost 13. So I have lots of stretch marks, okay? This one right here is my biggest, okay? I don't know if you can see it, okay? But it happened with my oldest, and each kid made it a little bigger, and then it was dark brown, you know? And then when they were little, I'd be laying on the couch or something, and my 2 girls especially walked up, little babies, you know, and they touch it, and I'd kind of jerk a little bit because it kind of tickled, and they would think that it was going to bite them, right? It's silly, I know, but I'll always remember that, right? And it'll always be there to remind me of it, of them being innocent, cute little toddlers that always listen, right? And then also, let's go here. You see this little line right there? That's a scar. And there's actually 12 of them over my stomach. One here, another one in here, and kind of had to put the belly button back together. They're a little weird. And then some on the bottom, and then the rest of them are down here. When I was 14, I had terrible cysts that started to develop, and throughout the rest of my adult life, actually, because actually when I was 14 was my first surgery. My last one was at 29 for them to just kind of put band-aids over the problem, and then when I was 30 I asked for a full hysterectomy so I didn't have to get surgery every year, and here I am almost 6 years post full hysterectomy, and I haven't had to have any more stomach surgeries, so I think it's safe to say she's good to go now. And then obviously I have this tattoo, okay? And this tattoo is not what at all I had envisioned for it. Okay? It is supposed to be a phoenix. It is a phoenix because that's what I intended for it. But it was supposed to be the colors of flames going up. But you see this little line right here? So I need to get maybe some of that like tattoo wrecking ball stuff so I can get rid of it. But just that line, obviously. But my buddy did the tattoo for me, and his commissioner on his gun broke on the very first line. And then I had to wait for 2 weeks to get another commissioner, and then he couldn't line it up. And so he crossed some lines, and I had to get blue-black done. So I probably one day will just like fill in the wings, because he didn't do exactly what I had asked of him, but you know, neither here nor there. But I got a phoenix symbolizing like the rebirth, right? I actually got this tattooed on me probably about 6 months after my fiance passed away. It was a really rough time for me, and it took a lot for me to actually gather the strength I needed to move on and pick up my life, and not even just move on, more so just live, take care of my children, and learn to love, you know, and not be so full of hate, right? So I got the tattoo of the phoenix, symbolizing that no matter what I've been through my life, I've always been able to rise above out of the ashes, and I will always continue to do so. So I definitely look at this tattoo as great inspiration to me. It's actually the only tattoo I have. Yeah, because I can't just go into a tattoo parlor and be like, that looks cool, put it on my body. This has significant meaning to me, which is probably why I want to fix it up. Who knows, maybe I can get it fixed up and I can turn some of these stretch marks, you know, into the flames that it's coming out of or something. I don't know. It sounds pretty ambitious to me for somebody who only has one tattoo, right? And as you can see, I got hips for days, you know. I used to be a lot more fit. But I guess that's what happens when you take some time out. But I remember that, you know, like he says, every little thing is going to be all right. So, there it is. That's my story. I mean, as much as I could remember to tell you, I think I hit everything. Stretch marks, surgeries, tattoos, bad tattoos. So anyways, again, YouTube, this is Living Out Loud. And that was my response to Jenn TheTaxidermyWitch's Show Your Belly Like Botticelli. Until next time, YouTube.